What's up, everyone? Max Tech Toy Box here. We're doing things a little differently because I actually ended up getting this device when I was on the way out of town. So it's not a traditional unboxing, but I figured I'd go ahead and unbox it a little bit so you guys can see what's on the inside. So just checking out the outside, you see the Amazfit branding, just some information on that side. Pause and read if you want to. Here, GPS, GLONASS, multi-sport tracking, notifications, heart rate monitoring, lightweight, always on color display, water resistant, long lasting battery. I believe they say this battery's supposed to last like a month, 30 days. And then Amazfit, hello new Amazfit owner. I will say, the devices that I have purchased from Amazfit, done reviews on, they do a good job with their packaging and with their presentation. So kudos to Amazfit for doing that. And I just sort of like completely ripped over the box. So here, Amazfit. See if we can get it out. Okay, so that's where the watch would have been. I'm right here on my wrist. And then this here is just the charger and some books. And so if you guys want to see what the charger looks like, it is a proprietary document station. So I have been using this device for a little over, like, I want to say week and a half, 2 weeks. And so I think I'm ready to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on the device itself. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the design of the watch itself. It's plastic, feels fairly lightweight. That may be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what side of the fence you're on. For a fitness tracker, you do want something that's going to be fairly lightweight. This is I think it's a 1.25 inch screen. This does have GPS, it has GLONASS. It's supposed to be able to get up to 30 days with regular use and 45 days with minimal notifications. That's what it's advertised as on the website. 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass generation. It is IP68. It does have a optical heart rate monitor, as you guys can see. Just two sensors on the back though. GPS and GLONASS, 20mm watch bands, which is good, so you can swap these out fairly easily for other watch bands that will fix it. So that's good. Has a barometer, 190 milliamp hour battery. Let's see. Compass is built in. All right, so that's pretty much all of the specs. Okay, so overall, like I said, fairly lightweight. Feels plastic, feels like the Fitbit Versa, which is the reason I didn't like the original Fitbit Versa, but teaches on. Maybe that might be something that someone else will not have a problem with, because like I said, it's made for fitness tracking. You're not going to be winning any fashion awards with this. It would have been nice if it would have had some sort of metal undersiding, but again, this is at $79.99, the Amazfit Bit. So quickly, this is a touchscreen panel. It automatically locks, so accidental touches won't cause you to do anything. You have to press this button to unlock it. Swipe over to the right. Status, tell you how many steps you took for the day, your I think your average resting heart rate, or your current heart rate, sorry. How many miles you walked, steps, calories burnt. So we go back, we swipe to the right. Activity, where you can log your activities. You have outdoor running, treadmill, cycling, walking, and that's it. Then activity history. Okay, keep scrolling. Weather, read that. Alipay doesn't have NFC, but it's some sort of payment system. Alarm, self-explanatory. Timer, self-explanatory. Compass, and settings. So funny enough that the Apple Watch Series 5 is being advertised as having a compass. That's like I think it starts at $399, maybe, I think $399 or around $500. And this is a $79.99 device that has that built in as well. So we'll go back. Swiping up gives you notifications. Swiping down, it says smart do not disturb is on, so sort of like quick settings. Swiping this way opens up just the same run through of applications that you were going through before. Sorry, no, it goes Alipay and then the weather. That's it when you swipe to the other direction. Okay, so let's start off with the things that I do like about this watch. So of course, the number one thing that I like most about this is the price, $79.99. You really can't beat that, especially for what it does actually provide. It's actually a pretty good fitness tracker for outdoor activities specifically. GPS is pretty spot on. Takes a little while to lock on with GPS and GLONASS. You will wait a little bit longer. Stand outside in a clear space. If you stretch, and the amount of time it takes you to stretch, the GPS will lock on. And then after it is locked, like I said, it's fairly accurate. Comparing this to the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2 and my cell phone, it was pretty spot on. Maybe off by like 0.1, if that. Like whenever this was hitting a mile, My watch or my phone was also hitting a mile. So it wasn't, like I said, fairly accurate. Heart rate monitoring is relatively quick and consistent. I won't say it's the most accurate heart rate monitor. Resting wise, it's decent. My heart rate tracks just a little bit lower in real life, and this was measuring just a little bit higher, you know. But at $79.99, can you really complain? I imagine that the people that are purchasing this device, they want to have a general idea of their general health. You know, they're not, what I want to say, they're not being very nitpicky about the exactness of the quality of these measurements. Now, I mean, like I said, it's good for GPS tracking, heart rate monitoring, just not as accurate. Next thing, it does have sleep tracking built in, which is great. Don't get that on a lot of devices. So this does have, and it does have a smart analysis with the Amazfit app, which I'll go over in a second. Has pretty good battery life. They say 30 days, 45 days with minimal notifications. I don't know if I believe that. I've had this for about a week and a half, and I got it at 50%, and I had to charge it already, and I worked out with using the GPS like 3 times. So it's good battery life, and I do think you'll probably be able to get 2.5 weeks easy if you're working out maybe like 3 times a week. And if you're not using GPS, so that's a thing I'm going to touch on in a second, but if you're not using GPS, you might be able to get a little bit more, but I mean, I don't imagine you getting 30 days, at least in my use. I don't know if I'm running for too long or what. I'm not really doing super long distances though. Also, another pro, notifications were always consistent. They always came through. That can't be said for a lot of other smartwatches that I have reviewed, so that's actually pretty important. Notifications always came through, and they actually came through faster than my other watches. Like my Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2, this would buzz first, and then a second later it would pop up on the Galaxy Watch Active 2. So good job there. Of course, they are one-way notifications, but we'll get to that in a second. So that's everything that I really liked about the watch. Next thing, we'll talk about the Amazfit application. So I'll go ahead and have a side-by-side comparison. So as you guys can see, it's not the best looking aesthetically. You get your fitness tracking, heart rate monitoring, gives you your average, your current heart rate monitoring, sleep tracking, steps, and previous workouts as well. Sleep tracking is, you see there, they have some in-depth sort of analysis with information. I don't know how accurate this information is, and the tough thing is with all these different companies having sleep tracking, they all say that they use different parameters to measure that information. But you know, if you want to know about your sleep tracking, this does offer it. And in terms of time spent sleeping, it is accurate with that, and it does it smartly, so you don't have to go in and say that you're sleeping. So because this doesn't have any indoor tracking, for my indoor workouts where I lifted weights, I had to use the treadmill, which is unfortunate. So that's sort of a workaround, but it's not the true workout that I did. It finds that information. I think I did it on the actual application. Okay. Another thing is the Amazfit Tools application. I use that for my notifications and also to be able to pull some of my information from here to Google Fit, like the continuous heart rate monitoring. And I didn't use the Amazfit, the built-in application for notifications. I use the Amazfit Tools application for built-in notifications because I just find it to be better. It's more customizable and easier to use, in my opinion. You don't have to use that, but I will say I paid like $3 or $4 for it. So to each his own. $79 plus $4, $85. That's not bad, you know, $83. So that I would say that the Amazfit app is sort of the middle of the road. Things that I don't like, cons. There's no Bluetooth headphones. You can't listen to music. You have to bring a phone along. That's not a huge issue for a lot of people. For me, it is. I like to just be able to put on my headphones and sort of go. That way I can listen to music while running and just be able to track my workouts. For some people, that's not an issue, but I just figured I'd mention that. There's no Bluetooth connectivity to a heart rate monitor either, which is a little unfortunate because of the heart rate monitor on this, like I said, it's average. For the outdoor runs, it's okay. It's fairly accurate, not the most accurate. It is consistent though, I'll say that. So if it's not gonna be like complete, if it's monitoring your heart rate at like 146 to let's say 158, it's going to be monitoring that for the duration of the run. And you know, obviously if your heart rate increases, it will increase a little bit, but it's not going to jump all over the place like 110 to 160 to 170 to 120. So that's what I mean by saying that it's consistent. Another thing that I don't like is there's only 4 workouts, right? So unlock it again. Activity, you only have outdoor running, treadmill, cycling, and walking. So it's only made for outdoor activities, really. I mean, the treadmill, sure, that's an indoor activity, but you can't do any sort of like freestyle workouts or gym workouts where you're training with the weights. This had to be a conscious decision made by Amazfit because they do have other fitness trackers that allow for that, and they didn't here. So that's something that they consciously did, okay? Why? Maybe they don't think that their optically based heart rate monitor and this is accurate enough for those other workouts. That's a good enough reason, I suppose. But then that makes it tough to really recommend as an all-around fitness tracker. Unfortunately, they could have even, I mean, I would again imagine, and there's no judgment here, but the people that would be purchasing this device, I don't think that they're going to be really, they're not going to be in an uproar if their heart rate monitoring for their strength training workout is, you know, a little inaccurate. You know, I mean, like I said, the heart rate monitor here is not super accurate as it is. So a simple update to just include that as a workout would, I think, be great, and it would actually make this easier to recommend. So take home, this is a fairly good fitness tracker that I would recommend for anybody that wants to sort of get their feet wet. At 79 bucks, it's really not that expensive. And especially if you're going to do a lot of outdoor fitness tracking, if you're going to do a lot of walking, running outdoors, cycling, things of that nature, a treadmill, you're not really into lifting weights or doing any sort of HIIT intervals, then I would recommend this. I mean, you could probably still do some sort of HIIT training with this as well outdoors, but I don't think that your heart rate's not going to be as accurate. So for more list training, I definitely would recommend this device. Like I said, at 79 bucks, you could waste $100 on a lot other items that would not really actually help you to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So, like I said, I definitely would recommend this, especially at this price point. You get all day continuous heart rate monitoring. You're getting a fitness tracker, of course, for steps. You'll be able to use it for your workouts. You get sleep monitoring, which is a plus. I mean, my boy TicWatch Pro, which is a $300 device, just got sleep monitoring a couple of weeks ago, and this is all under $100. So with this package, and you're getting great battery life. And like I said, if you're now, I'll say this: it's a little weird to me that they're saying you're going to get 30 days of battery life with this, right? Now, if this is made specifically for people that are doing those outdoor workouts, you're going to be eating away the battery with the GPS and GPS usage. So you're not going to get 30 days, I don't think, especially in my usage. I didn't. So it sort of is what it is, but still you're getting pretty good battery life. So this is Max Tech Toy Box signing off. Hope you guys did enjoy the video review. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. When you guys like the video, it does helps the channel a lot. But really, let me know your thoughts. When you guys give me sort of insight on what you guys are thinking, and if there's any other fitness trackers that you guys are on the lookout for that I can do a video review on. So it's Max Tech Toy Box signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.